Hello everyone, my name is Darius Young and welcome to Modeling Lucario Part 5. And in this part we are going to model the arms in their entirety, meaning the hands and everything else. So if you're in perspective view like I am, just hit 5 on your number pad and go back to orthographic view, hit 1 on your numpad to go into front view. I'm going to turn on my screencast keys display. And now we can get started. So Lucario's arm is very simple. What we're going to do is hit Alt and right click this group of edges here. You don't have to be in edge select mode to do this, but you can't be in face mode to do this. So if you hit Control Tab, you can choose vertex. If you Control Tab again, you can choose edge, and if you Control Tab again, you can choose face. We're going to be sticking with vertex. So we're going to hit Shift D and duplicate that circle. Going to hit SX and 0 to flatten that out, and then we're going to hit Shift Alt S to turn that into a circle, albeit a really bad circle. So an add-on you can do to make this add-on you can enable to make this better. If you go to File, User Preferences, there we go. Okay, so if you go to, I think it's Mesh. Go to Mesh Loop Tools and check that box. You'll be able to do. You'll be able to hit W, go to Loop Tools, and hit Circle. Now this is clearly a better defined circle than what I had before. So just hit S to scale that down to about there, and now we can move it up. And so that's a little bit small. Just make it a bit bigger. There we go. So that's about the size of the arm in the front view. And of course we're going to put the arm a little bit inside of there, a little bit more, so that it appears as if it comes out. And then we'll just hold Control and left click to about right there to extrude the arm further. Then you can Control L, hit W, and go to Shade Smooth, and then hit Control N to fix any normals. So after that, and we're going to hit Control R in the center here, and left click once, move it over here, left click again. In fact, hit G twice to do edge slide, because I'm going to move it closer to here, so I'm going to hit Control B to bevel that, then left click, and then I'm going to scale this down. And Control R, left click, right click, S to scale. There we go. And if you hit Control R again, bring it up, left click, S to scale up. Whoops. Well, anyway, let me just hit 1. We go here, we're going to hit R for rotate, G to grab, and I'm going to hit Control R here, left click once, right click, S to scale. There we go. Now on the top view, I'm just going to, because the left view doesn't have any view for his arms. In the top view, I'm going to select all of this, hit R for rotate, move it up. I'm going to select the whole arm, hit R for rotate, and move it back, just so that the arm deforms better when we add, when we rig him. Move this up, hit Control B for bevel, and add an edge loop in there. I never say any indication of an elbow on Lucario, but I'll just put one there just so that we can rig it better. And again, if you see the annoying, skipping of or flashing of the screen back to my desktop, please forgive me. I can't fix it. I don't know how to. Like I said, if somebody knows how to fix it, please tell me, please, because I can't stand it myself. So anyway, so there we go. That's the elbow. Now for the rest of the hand. The hand really isn't that complicated, and we have lots of vertices in this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Control Tab and go to Edge Select. I'm going to select every other edge loop in here. Now I'm going to hit X, edge loops. That made it significantly less poly, which is exactly what we need. Then we're going to select this edge, hit F once, F twice, F a third time. And we're going to Control Tab, go to Face Select Mode, select these three faces, hit 3, hit R for rotate, turn your field of proportional editing up. There we go. Now what we're going to do is hit E for extrude, and left click here. And now select these three edges here, hit SZ0. Make sure to turn down the proportional editing influence. Same thing up top, SZ0 Perfecto. Now go into the front view, hit Control Tab to go into Vertex Select, A to deselect, Z for wireframe, B for box select, select all of these, hit SZ, move them up, there we go. Now Control Tab, go into Face Select mode, going to select this face here, we're going to hit one on the number pad, and we're going to hit SZ to scale this face down, bring it down, we're going to hit E for extrude here. Actually, we can do this a better way. And select these three faces, hit T, and then we can hit I for inset. And 1 second. We can hit I for inset, and then changed it to individual faces. So I insetted it a bit too much. Hit I for inset. There we go. Bam. And now I can select this face, hit SZ, scale it down. Let's say Alt O to turn off proportional editing. Let's go in the front view, hit SZ to scale it down. Move it down. And then E to extrude. And that's going to be better for us. And then we can Control Tab, go into Vertex Select mode, A to deselect, B or box select. Bring that out. And of course we can select these here, hit SX, SY to scale these out, make them a bit thicker. We can actually select this whole thing, hit SY to make the whole hand bigger. So let me rotate on a more even axis. There we go. And I can just rotate it back. Alright, good. Let's go to 1. Let's hit Control Tab, make Control R, add some edge loops, add one here. Control R, we'll add 3 in here. Left click twice, select these 2 vertices here, bring it up so we can give some iteration of a claw, and we will just maneuver these around to make it appear more rounded off. So let's just hit Z to do this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Boom. Boom. Awesome. And we can actually select this whole thing and move it out a little bit. I did just hit G twice for add slide, so that can be less harsh. Let me select this. In fact, let me select these 2 here, hit G twice, and move these back. There we go. Now, instead of doing all that again, we're just going to hit Control Tab, select the face, select these faces here, hit X, and delete faces. We're going to hit Alt and right click, select that whole thing there, H to hide it, select these faces here, Shift D to duplicate once, hit SY to make it a bit thicker, and SX to make it a bit longer. Move it out some, and then select this face again. Hit Shift D. The Y-axis, we'll just move it over here. And I'm going to just rotate this a little bit this way, and rotate this a little bit. Now I'm going to hit Control Tab on Edge Select Mode, select these two edge loops, and hit Control E, Bridge Edge Loop. Same thing over here. Select these two edge loops and Control E, Bridge Edge Loops, and then hit Alt H to hide that. Now we are done with the fingers. Now we can just select these two edges, hit G twice to move them back. Select these bottom edges, hit G twice to move these back. And then we can select these edge loops here, hit G twice to move them up, G twice to move them down, so that they're less harsh, and there we go. So, we have successfully completed Lucario's hand. Now we're going to do this spike up here. Shift, there we go. Okay, so, I'm going to do is hit Control Tab, go into Vertex Select Mode, A to D select, Z, B to Box select, select all of these, bring them up, wait, whoops, Control Z that. It's not really that one, it's actually just the center one here, so I'm going to go to Face Select Mode, select all of these faces here, and move them up. There we go. And move this face here out. SZ to scale it down just a little bit. Again, Control Tab, go into Edge Select Mode, select this edge, and move it up. There we go. Now, for the, whatever you'll call that, that's on his hand, our cursor, whoops, our cursor is already over there, so just hit Shift A, and select a cone, and change the fill to nothing. There we go. And change the amount of vertices to 6. Alright, well, let's try 12. Oh, 6. There we go. So we're going to change it to 6. We're going to leave it at 6. So, now, to add sharpness to this upper part here, we're going to hit G twice for add slide. Then we're going to hit E to extrude on the Z axis. We're going to hit S to scale that out. So now it's back to its original pyramid-like shape. Hit Control L. Hit S to scale. G to grab, move it over. S to scale again. Z on the Y axis to make sure that it's in the right position. Hit H to hide that real quick, and Control Tag on the vertex. Hit Z, hit B to box select this whole hand. Hit S, Y to scale it out just a little bit. We're going to use this here. S, Y, scale it out. There we go. Hit Alt H to unhide the cone there. Select the tip. Hit Control L. Hit Z. G to grab. We're going to move it over this way. Hit S, Y. There we go. Then we're going to hit E to extrude again. Extrude it inside there. Just to scale. There we go. I have to move this over a bit more. Perfect. Alright, so like I've said in my other tutorials, don't be upset if it doesn't match the picture correctly, because sometimes it's hard to translate 2D into 3D. So this is actually a really good job here if you followed along properly. So I'm just going to move these up so that it matches everything else, and it does. Awesome. So, and the last thing we're going to do is select the vertex here, hit W, and go to Shade Smooth. So, those are Lucario's arms. So, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more modeling Lucario tutorials. And I will see you all next time. Have a good day.